こんにちは。現在こちらのチャンネルでは ESA サマー2023の様子を公認で日本語ミラー配信しております。先ほどから司会進行を交代いたしております。私、カノンと申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
A $25 donation saying depth perception challenge, eye patch or blindfold over one eye. No
続いてのゲームなんですけれども、リトルビッグプラネット2、カテゴリーが 2% ミディアムプラスとなっております。こちらのゲーム、解説の方まだいらっしゃらないタイトルとなっておりますので、もしこのゲームやったことあるよという方いらっしゃいましたら、ぜひ解説に応募していただけますと幸いです。また、今ちょっとね、喋れる環境にいないんだけど、ゲームについては話せますっていう方もいらっしゃいましたら、ご覧のチャンネルのチャット欄に文字で書き込んでいただくのも大歓迎でございます。ぜひご検討ください。
commentators, runners, how about you switch places?
He's too busy building. I'm getting off lightly, yeah?
Wait, hold on, whoa. You gotta switch.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Faster. Who wants to buy my shelf? One shelf to rule them all.
Hang on. What's it saying I should do?
Oh yeah.
Hammer that.
Okay, you can get back to building your own cabinets.
Oh, no.
You are own.
It said to hammer it.
No, hammer the peg.
Oh, the
wood.
The peg, sorry.
One side note, upon building your
There we
cabinets.
Good as new. Bob the Builder.
Can they fix it?
Bob the Builder.
No, they can't.
Thank-
There we go. Everyone in chat, do it with us. Stretch back. My back. You need to be back in the frame. Oh my God.
Hit the button.
You had to hit the button. Oh.
Hey.
Oh. What is that board doing here?
It's not.
Oh my God. Oh.
It's strong.
Now that I consider a solid B. Yeah, there we go. It won't. Oh.
Hey.
Woo.
He's already dead.
Well done, Ida.
Right.
Well done.
Well, hello.
今ちょっとエラーが出てしまったみたいなので、多分戻っている
I'm going to
Mhm.
be your reader for the next few runs here as we move through twilight into the early hours of the morning here in Malmö, Sweden. A very good morning to you if you're just waking up. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you've been having a wonderful
大丈夫
time.
そうですかね。
We
一
are
旦ちょ
currently
っと
getting
少し
set up for
止
our
まって
next
しま
game.
った
That's
だけだ
Little
った
Big
かな
Planet
と
2.
思います。
Co-op run with RbdJellyfish, firethieff, Krosso and fritt. It is the any percent new game plus category, and we cannot wait. So far we've
こ
raced
のゲームね、
36,900
懐かしいゲームだって言ってる方いらっしゃいますけど、
just as I say that, we've had another $20
2011年に発売された PS3 用のアクションゲーム、2D アクションゲームだそうです
And
ね。
all of your donations will be going to Alzheimer Fonden, as well as all of
画像
your
とかを見てると結構可愛いキャラクター
So
が
if you would like to subscribe to the channel, know that the money that you
画面を
give
動
us
く
through
みたい
that
な感じ
subscription
に
will be
な
going
って
to
て、
Alzheimer Fonden during this event. And better yet, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you have Prime Gaming.
良さ
If
そ
you
うと
link
いう
your
感じで
Twitch
す
and
ね。
Amazon account.
このキャラクター
Prime Gaming
自分
gives
で
you a
カスタマイズ、
sub to a
着せ替
channel
え
every month.
が
So if you have
で
that
きる
available,
みた
why
い
not
で、
use that now? It won't cost
自
you
分でね、
anything.
作っ
You
てい
get
る
to watch
方
the
と
rest
か
of
も
ESA Summer
いらっしゃ
ad-free.
るみた
And
い
on
で
top of
す。
that, you will be donating to charity. It's the easiest way to donate. It doesn't cost you a
ね、
penny.
もう10年
Everyone
経ってる
wins.
み
So
た
if
い
you
で
do
す
have
よ。
that available, why not use it?
今回ビットボーが設定されておりまして、そのキャラの見た目をね、決めるっていうのが 4種類の中から選べるよとか決められるよというのがありまして。
T-shirt available. You can see it there on screen at the moment. It's available to be purchased both here if you're at the event in person and also online at speedrun.
リーフ7の見た目だとかね、ソニックの見た目だとか選べるんですが、今一番優勢なのがカニの被り物みたいな感じのコスチュームになるというものが一番なってるみたいですね、今。
Bear in mind that purchases are a pre-order. T-shirts will be dispatched approximately 4 weeks after the event concludes. Type exclamation mark merch in chat if you'd like a link to go and make that purchase. You know you want to. My face is on it. Why wouldn't you want it? Go get one now. If this is your first time watching ESA, a very big warm welcome to you. It's lovely to have you here. Bear in mind that we currently have 2 streams live. We have here ESA Marathon. This is stream 1. But over on our other channel, ESA Marathon 2, that's the number 2, we are also live over there right now. They are currently running through Final Fantasy 14. It is $20%. They have around about, well, just under 3 hours to go on that run. So if you do fancy having a little bit of fun with our runners in there, you can go watch them, donate $20 and mess around with their run. But do make sure you stay here as well, because as I say, we are getting ready for quite a fun morning here. Little Big Planet 2, Good Job, Obscure, and then Grand Theft Auto 5, all coming to you over the next 4 hours. You don't want to go anywhere, but make sure you're watching both.
そうですね。なんか、横スクロールの 2D アクションゲームだから、やっぱり、マリオとかそういうのを想像していただくのが分かりやすいのかなと思いますね。なんかステージが6つかなあって、それを順番にクリアして、最後のボスを倒すとクリアっていう風な感じになってるみたいです。そう、ステージもなんか自作できるみたいで、すごいと思って見てたんですけど、それをね、オンライン上に共有して、他の方に遊んでいただくっていうのもなんかできるのかな？みたいですね。あとはこれ、1人もできるんですけど、最大4人で協力プレイをすることができるそうで、今回奏者の名前が4人書いてあるんで、多分4人でやるんじゃないかなと思います。実際に作っていた方がいらっしゃる。いろいろ作れるんだ。いいですね、なんか。こういう見た目がいいとか、こういうステージ作りたいとか、ね、こう、クリエイター魂を刺激されるというか。
As we get ready for the next run of Little Big Planet 2, let me remind you that we do have a bid war for this run that is still open but will be closing very soon, right at the start of the run, in fact. If you want to select the costume pack that our runners will be using for the run, get your donations in and apply it to this bid war. The current one in the lead is the Crab Rave outfit at $112, but just behind on $100 is the Final Fantasy VII characters pack. We also have $2.50 towards the Sonic characters and nothing yet for the classic PS2 characters. I mean, if you were to ask me personally, I'd say you want to put it all towards the Sonic characters, but I suppose as a Sonic speedrun, I'm a little bit biased on that front. But if you want to throw in maybe just $15 right now, you could snipe this bid war and turn it all around to the Final Fantasy VII characters if you like, or maybe you want to strengthen the position of Crab Rave. Either way, we have around about 6 or so minutes left on this bid war, so get your donations in now. Make sure when you're filling out the donation form, have a look on the right hand
ほぼ
side
ほぼ
of
聞
that
き取れないん
form.
ですけ
That's
ど、
where
今
you'll
ちょう
see
ど
all
ビ
the
ットウォーの
incentives
話
and bid wars
して
that you
る
can put your
だ
donation
ろう
to.
なという
Make
こ
sure
と
you
を
select one,
わ
put
かり
your
ました。
amount in there, and let's get
まだ
these
受け付けてるの
incentives
かな
met and these bid wars as high as possible.
I'm growing tired of always running from what I'm looking for. Won't let this fear take over my life, not anymore. Trust in me. Love me. Open up your heart and let our love begin. Trust in me and let me in.
And I am pleased to say we have just passed $37,000 raised for the Alzheimer Fund, and thank you all so much for your donations and generosity. Absolutely fantastic, and that means we are a step closer towards our next milestone, Madness Challenge.
ビットのあれが順位が変わってますね。FF7 キャラクターズパックが今一番に来てます。
Welcome back to ESA Summer 2023. This event, we are raising money for Alzheimer Fonden, and links to donate can be found below the stream. We would like to thank Twitch for where we, of course, are streaming this event. Glorious, provider of the amazing computer peripherals that our runners are using throughout the event. Type !Glorious in chat to find out more. Red Wolf Networks, who have been providing many of the prizes available for you to win during this event. Ninja or Die, a new cool ultra-fast roguelite releasing on August 2nd. You can wishlist this now on Steam, just type !Ninja in chat for more. But now, it's time for 4 amazing runners. It's RbdJellyfish, firethieff, Krosso and fritt. They're going to be running Little Big Planet 2 co-op. Take it away.
Hello.
はい、お待たせいたしております。リトルビッグプラネット2画面来ましたね。かわいい。
I'm Krosso and I'm fritt.
かわいい。
So if you're not familiar with this game, it's just a 2.5.
ちょこちょこしてるのかわいい。
The entire moveset is basically running, jumping, grabbing, and switching layers. There are 3 layers you can stand in. But there are 4 of us, and there's quite a lot we can do when we're like working together and doing stuff.
You gotta pick the costume.
Oh yeah, who won?
Yeah, so
協力プレイができるそうなので、4人で 2% ニューゲームプラスを走られるみたいです。
Hey RBD, Fire, Fritt and Krosso. Good luck on
お、
the
そして今
run
コスチュ
today.
ームを
Don't forget, sorry. Good luck today on the run, and don't forget if you crash, I'm not liable for it. Put this money towards the Final Fantasy costumes, and with that donation, everything changed with the bid war. The winner is the Final Fantasy VII Characters Pack.
Excellent.
Thank
All
you.
right.
FF7 だー。
All right, so I guess we can start. Who wants to?
かわいい。さあ、このコスチュームで今回は4人で走っていき
All
ま
right,
す。
so timing starts when we all spawn. It's like a little explosion.
セーフ。 そうなのかな。
Go.
はい、タイマーがスタートしました。
Medium molecule.
Shoutouts to Media Molecule.
Welcome back to Little Big Planet.
Let's go.
You'll probably recognize your sack person.
Yeah, so
Dressed
again,
up
it's
just like
pretty
you.
much just a platformer. This level's
あ、
like
すごいなんか、
Pressure course.
kind of just
Use the left stick.
何アニメって言うんでしたっけ？
we do a little bit of
プレ
like
イアニメ
physics movements.
を見てるみたいな感じ
For
で、
example, one thing you might see us do is
とても雰囲気がいいですね。
grab the person in front of us
と
and
っても
jump
ファンタジ
with
ー。
fire. And if we do it just right, we call it leapfrogging. It's a way of like swinging yourself in front of the other person and like getting a little bit of speed from that. And it's slightly faster than walking normally. And then you can also see we're like kind of bunny hopping to like preserve our speed. That's because
なん
like,
か人の
the
顔
less
が
time you spend on the ground, the less friction you have, and therefore like you maintain your momentum a
あ
lot better.
これもどうなの
Now me and Fit is
ど
doing
う
like
な
an
のちょっとわかんないんですけ
alternative
ど
just holding on instead of banana hopping.
Yeah, and we call that cool frogs for some reason.
Because they're
I
cool.
think, yeah, we found leapfrogging first, and then
あ開発者
Fritt
あ
Krosso
そうなんです
found
ね
consistent
あり
with
が
the
とう
game
ござい
and
ます
just kind of organically got the name Cool Frogs.
It was a very much temporary name.
So that's never how
I
it
guess
works
the-
though.
We were trying to like time the difference.
ああなるほどね
We just
私たちがこれを作ったよっていういいですね
now we're stuck with it, I guess.
Yeah, so this cutscene we kind of just have to sit through. A lot of the cutscenes we can actually skip. Gonna be this one. Skippable for some reason. And yeah, now we can go to like the first real level. Kind of. I mean, we're still in like tutorial territory, but
And here Rabbit is gonna place a sticker which slightly changes how the level works.
Yeah, that's the reason we play on New Game Plus, because straight from a new game you
Ooh.
don't have any of the stickers unlocked. But if you have like collected all the stickers and beat all the levels, you can like unlock some alternative paths.
うんちっ
In
ちゃい
this
キャラ
level,
クタ
it
ー
just
が
skips a part
動い
of
て
the
るのを見るのは
tutorial
やはり
and
可愛い
forces us to halt to retry. One of the basic like movesets in this game is that in the puppet menu, you can hold a button that like pops you and like respawns you at current active checkpoint.
like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
I timed that perfectly. That was gonna look really silly if I mistimed that because I would have just spawned at the previous checkpoint.
Yeah.
That's actually a big part of like playing this game in multiplayer is sometimes like one person will end up being like way faster than everyone else. But the game tries to keep everyone on screen at the same time. And so like the best thing to do both for speed reasons.
おお
Sorry, I'm like trying to
ないとこにないやつ
doing this really hard jump. Okay.
あれなんだろう
Um
必要なアイテム
both for speed reasons to like be able to catch up to the person ahead, and also for like comfort reasons to give them room so they can actually like see and like have the camera. A lot of the routing goes around like, oops, that was not the right button. A lot of the routing goes around like,
Oh, sorry, I was popping.
Yeah, like, see, I couldn't see the stairs or books, whatever those are, because, like,
Oops.
if you press circle there, it actually starts a cutscene instead of closing a cutscene.
yeah,
But yeah.
we just started talking about like 3 different things there. the point I was trying to get at is that we route around who gets the camera pretty much, and so there's some pretty specific death abuse we kind of have to do in certain points, and if we mess it up, then it like really messes with the other person, or it can.
One second.
Oops,
That's not the moment we try to do there.
you still made it over. Fine.
If you're really fast, you can, like, b-hop across that pit, like, up to here.
Yeah, the beginning of this level is just a little bit of like cooperative multitasking type stuff. There's something we can do here if Da Vinci cooperates. He didn't. I mean, well, I don't think it was his fault. I mean, everything's kind of Da Vinci's fault. But
I got confused about who I was. I'm not used to being.
あそうかこれ4人全員で別にゴールしなくても
ever actually practice
誰か一人がたどり着けば
today?
Yeah.
いいんですかねさっきのセフィロスみたいにあああえて自滅なるほど
Right. So here, there's a level link which takes us to the second half of the level, and
Oh boy, that's a very bad
that's-
camera.
Oh,
Very interesting. Okay.
let's
Yeah.
just go.
And
Yeah. That's
another
fine.
example of how bad the camera can be, because
That's
you
totally
like,
not my fault.
So the level link, you need every alive
今
player
手
to be
振っ
standing
た
in front of it
そ
to
の
move on to the next level.
ね、十字キーで
So
変え
one
ら
of
れ
them
たり、
is
スティッ
just
ク
like
で手
three
触れた
people
りって
die,
ある
but
のが、
one person
なのかな使ってくれたのかな
run ahead and get in the level link and stuff.
yeah, I suppose it became pretty clear there that you like automatically pop if you're off screen for too long. But like with that, we can actually time when we pop here. 'Cause there's a cutscene here that starts if like all players are present, but like just by staying behind, we can skip that and.
Yeah, so we have a we have a grappling hook now, by the way.
Oh yeah, true.
Lets you swing off of stuff. You can build up some pretty nice speed.
うーん
Problem with that in 4 players is
す
that
ごい。
it's quite easy to accidentally grab each other. And you know,
可愛いけどしっ
it's
かり
also
アクションしてる
feel
みたい
each
な。
other's momentum and stuff. So a lot of these grappling hook levels just involve someone
ああ、
like
特
kind
定
of
人数で何かしないといけない。確かに、ありそう。
Yeah, like we intentionally avoid the checkpoints when we have the grappling hooks if possible.
Yeah, this is one of those levels where like pretty much I just play it and I'm totally gonna mess it up, but it's fine. And they kind of just wait behind and like try to die at the right time to make sure I have the camera while I'm doing all the grappling hook stuff.
一人で先に、あ、てかみんな後からついてきてくれた。
Grappling hook levels are like really fun in this game though. Might be too early, yeah, a little bit. There's a really cool like swing you can do there if you like perfectly time it. You keep all your momentum and just go straight up to like the top of that ledge. Pretty cool. Nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was another like section of where they have to like time their death abuse really carefully. Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Ah, beans. I'll just.
Oh, I didn't want to grab that one.
Spawn?
Oh.
That
Great.
works.
すごいな。宇宙をぴょんぴょん飛んでいくのが
Here
な
there's
かなかスタイリッシュですね。
perfectly placed checkpoints. And so they kind of just need to die at the same time so I can spawn them up here.
かわいい。
Happy little sailor waving at it.
かわいい。
Very
This is canon.
character. Yeah, this is canon. This is as far like. But I think Final Fantasy is like is the lore.
気を抜くと終始かわいいしか言わなくなりそうなんですけど。
So I can assume they're all just happy friends, all playing platforming levels together.
Oh, Sephiroth's a very happy character, don't you worry.
I'm sure, yeah.
Oh, you can go, Rabbit.
Okay. Cool. So that's that level. It's like, I think that's one of the most fun levels to play solo. Gets a little chaotic in multiplayer. But yeah, I think that went pretty well. This level's very long.
Yeah, like there's that wall that like kind of pops out, but like
Oops.
yeah, like stay like that. It pops out, but if
Yeah.
we like actually do what we're supposed to do, well, speedrunning wise supposed to do, we can just
あ、プレイヤーさんも多分ハイスコアも出るようになって
Yes,
るんだ。
I mean,
Thank you,
it was,
guys.
it was 2 tries. It would have been funnier if it was first try.
yeah. I
I
blame the
looked away and
costumes.
the level was gone.
Yeah. Don't blink or you'll miss it, but this one's a little longer. But it's also really easy, because the idea of this boss fight is that you need to like turn all these like red lights into green lights by like holding
Oh.
these levers and like pressing this button that's gonna come up now. Like we can just
なんか
camp
ボ
them,
スっぽい
we can just hang out
の
on
が
top
出
of
てき
them.
ましたよ。
And I can
ボスか
Yeah.
after this cutscene.
So there's something for 3 players to do here, and Krosso is not one of those players, so... Yeah, a lot of the boss fights in this game are like designed to be challenging for 1 player, but then once you have like 3 or 4, it can get a little bit broken.
踊ってても。
It's a recurring theme in the boss fights, I think. Yeah, so that's the first world of 6, I think, yeah.
Yes.
Sounds right.
Never counted them. Oh, I could have mentioned that like we can just return to pod instead of waiting for the actual scoreboard to like finish.
あ、
It
なる
can
ほ
just
ど。そう、これ
uh,
どうやってボスを倒せっていうのをするのかなと思ったんですけど、スティックを勢いよく弾くと殴ることができる。ありがとうござい
Oh
ま
yeah,
す。
so I mean, grabinators, I guess frick grabs? Yeah. So the grabinators let you pick up and throw things. This is a new gadget. We can pick up and throw each other, so as you might imagine, we can just like skip past quite a few obstacles in some of these levels wherever
味方に。
grabinators pop up.
like here, I really want RBD to not get the crabinators, so we can do really weird clits where we can force him to like go behind the level.
Eeh,
Nice.
that's close.
That was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah, so the way that works is if someone's being held and they grab something in a different layer, that will pull them into that layer, but that'll also pull the person who's holding them into that layer, which will trick the game into thinking that it needs to push the person they're holding back an extra layer. Where am I going? Okay, there we go.
So here we just want a tower, by the way. Just make a big tower and run to the one person into the last checkpoint here. Oh, that was me?
みんな
I'm
で
sorry.
協力して
I didn't know that was me.
高いところに飛んだみたいな
Yeah,
感
we
じ。
could, we could. Oh, never mind. Yes.
There's us like
Oh, time save.
stack. You can do that
Ti-
there with like
Time save.
people.
Cross.
Krosso.
I'm not used to these cutscenes.
If we had
None
a
of it.
tower, call it towering, just because we build a tower. There's no bigger meaning to it, but we could have like thrown a person, one of the players, to that
で、す
checkpoint.
ごいみんなで縦に重なっ
We're
てか
gonna
ら
tower a bunch more in this level,
飛ん
probably.
でました。
We just like make a chain of 4 of us all holding onto each other. Then we can like chain together the throws as well to get some like nice speed and tight. We're wobbling.
Uh-oh. That's not great. That's
Throw,
not gonna
throw,
make
throw.
it. I'll throw, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got stuck up here.
Oh.
That works.
Okay, we will have to deviate from the plan, I guess.
This is fine actually.
Yeah.
It works.
It's
It kind of ended up in the correct situation, but I don't know how it got there.
that is not the moment we
Oh.
want to have.
また似たようなことを、大丈夫。
But yeah, because there's no roof in this level, we can throw a lot. We can get a lot of big throws.
We can throw a lot in more ways than one.
True. I am stuck. Sorry. Figuring out the fastest way to die is like also a big point or part of this run occasionally.
Nice.
あ、他にもこういう風に投げてくやつがあったんですね。
This part's actually harder than it might seem. You're supposed to like bounce up 1 spoon at a time here. Are we doing like this nonsense?
I don't think.
Okay,
No.
I guess we're not. But Fritt was doing that in a way where he could bounce up two at a time if he like positioned himself correctly. It's actually quite precise and hard to control. Krosso just like kind of plays blind there while we're all desperately trying to like die to to get to the next checkpoint. And yeah, this is like kind of just an auto-scroller type thing, so if you want to read a donation real quick, now would probably be a good time.
Thank you very much. Yes, we've had an $11 donation from Anonymous, who says, I saw the Shin Megami Tensei donation incentive and couldn't resist donating towards it. Let their names ring out in the run, and they have donated to name the characters Scrungus, Chungus, Fungus, and Among Us. Thank you for the donation.
Wow.
I like those names. So here is a new gadget, once again.
Just what we needed. Yeah, so it's a create-inator. It lets us shoot these cakes that we can use as projectiles or as platforms. They're like the size of our characters though, so they can be a little bit
空中
unwieldy
動が
at
自
times.
動手前に入れることができると。 段差が開けたら自動で動く
Usually
よ
we
と
try
いうこ
to
となんで
only
す
have
ね。
like one
あ
person
りがとう
kind
ご
of
ざい
be
ま
in
す。
the front and do all the shooting of the cakes. Like that also tends to be like once the person in front misses, the rest of us like will try to fix the mistake as soon as we see it without like actually thinking about it. It just creates chaos.
Fire and I are gonna try to do a skip here on the left. Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. So, so I pretty much stand on my cake, jump off it. She shoots into me, and then I have to jump off of the cake that she shot, and it can be kind of hard to time, but it saves actually a decent amount of time. I'm gonna die here so I don't steal
Yep.
the camera.
You can technically go through this wheel thingy without pausing it, without shooting a cake into its cogs, but it's a little bit safer and faster, I think, if you do stop it. And here we only want to have one person because there is actually a cutscene here, but we're just gonna like jump through it and activate the scoreboard before it can like.
I lost all my speed. Oh, we're good.
Well,
Yeah, the movement in this game can sometimes be a little bit unpredictable. So right there, before I jumped, for some reason, I just lost all my speed and almost didn't skip that cutscene. That would have been very sad.
Oh, this level is very cycle heavy, so just to get the right cycle, we once again let RBD be the one at front and try to catch the best cycle as possible.
Yeah, and around this point, we actually have a lot of time to catch up to this cycle. So we don't actually have to go that fast here.
先ほどとは打って変わっ
But we
て
kind of
雰
do
囲気が
anyway.
物々しいっていうんでしょなってますけ
Yeah,
ど。
once we reach this point, we like need that electricity that's following us to like get to the platform. So it really doesn't matter how fast we go, kind of.
おー、すごい。電気が通って、
Skip one of the platforms.
リフトが上がる。すごい。
And then we can also do another one of those co-op jump things that we use to skip that one level. We do it correctly. Nice.
nice.
We failed that like literally 10 times in a row in practice.
Yep.
But yeah, here you can see me taking my time here as well, and that's because the trigger to start this cycle up here starts as soon as you like reach that top floor of those 3 floors. So once we do that like co-op jump to get up there, we can actually just take our time and easily catch up to this cycle as long as we don't like actually throw.
Even though we didn't catch that one, it's still fine because we can just.
Yeah, there's like so much time to make this cycle.
Yep, that's the first electricity that reaches this point.
Oh, good try. Yeah, they're trying to time their jumps there to like get higher jumps and skip some of those platforms. Nice. Yeah, so next is the boss fight of the second region.
So, which is another boss level, which is made like a million times easier because of co-op.
Yep.
Well, it's still kind of. There is some solo strats. I guess it's not too fast, too much faster, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the intended way to do this is to like kind of run back and forth with these cakes and like deal damage to the boss. You have to hit it 3 times on each floor. But we can have 2 people carry cakes and then use like another person themselves as a projectile. So we can hopefully do 3 hits in one go like this. Using fire as the substitute for that last cake.
We probably could grab the last cake. I just feel
Probably.
like that's a leftover from when we used to do 2-player runs and couldn't
Yeah.
grab the last cake.
I mean, the cakes like bump into each other like this as well, so it's nice to have a little more space, I think.
Yeah, it's a bit more comfortable to use one of these dancing people as a projectile.
almost missed that throw because I was distracted by the dancing.
This part actually does have a skip though.
Oh yeah, this part's kind of hard.
We probably are not gonna get it. We weren't having too much luck with it. Yep, nope.
It's alive?
Oh boy.
No,
No.
Oh, nope. Alright, back from the elevator.
I'll go for it.
Okay.
I was on the rose.
I will go in the elevator.
Well, we can still do a micro optimization by stacking up here. Apparently this activates the scoreboard a little bit faster.
Yeah, so if we're standing in that elevator, it actually moves up during this cutscene and reaches the scoreboard before the cutscene ends. So we kind of just spawn up here in the middle of the cutscene and finish the level. Cool. So that's 2 out of 6.
Yeah.
I'm getting more confident in that 6 number.
Yeah, I think so too. This entire world has like skips in like every level except the last one, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very big, so
Good luck. Not judging. I usually do the grappling hook section here, and I always judge Krosso super hard whenever he plays this. So no pressure. Alright, acceptable, acceptable.
There we go.
Yeah, so this level has like a pretty big skip, like we mentioned before. So there's kind of a way, like I think the level, we pretty much go up this elevator. We go way up to the top of the level, and then most of the level involves like working your way down in like sort of a zigzag. But we can kind of we found a way to like basically drop behind the level in the back layer using multiple people. And we can just like sort of skip straight to the scoreboard if we do it correctly. So all we gotta do is bounce up here. I grab Krosso, I fall behind the checkpoint, I throw Krosso. He lands over here.
あ、すごいなんか、ステージの上というかね。
Oh, nice. Yeah, so that's like pretty much the end of the level.
Yeah, that skips the entire second half of the actual like level there.
This one, this level actually has a skip that was found like less than 24 hours ago.
So we're very confident
as
with
is
it.
tradition with marathons, I guess. So of course, naturally, we're gonna go for it. Having practiced it like barely, it's not too risky, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, there's just no collision on that
Oh yeah,
little
that's,
thing in the back. It's
that
good.
wall does not exist.
Just casually fall behind the level and get further in.
一人に先に行ってもらって先行いいですね。協力してる感じが。
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the new skip coming up. We're gonna do another one of those weird grab layer switch things.
Yeah, normally you're supposed to go up, but instead we're just gonna go behind the level, hopefully.
My bad.
Oh,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Alright,
Still some hard parts left.
nice,
Yeah. And the throw.
nice,
There we go.
perfect.
And that's the end of the level.
Yep. So here we're gonna throw bombs at each other and hopefully catch them.
あ、なんだろう。現れたのビッツというキャラを助けに行くはずなんですけど、時間の方が大事ということで。そっかー。
Okay.
スルーされてしまった。 あとさっきなんかスーッとなんか抜けたような動きをした気がしました。
Okay, I threw Fritt
Oh.
behind the level there because it's faster. Everything we do is because it's faster.
True. So here, we're gonna try very hard for me to not. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'm still alive. That's the important thing. Oops.
Yeah, RBD wants to keep the Grabinators.
During
The,
Wesley.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that.
the little,
Panicking. We're good.
Nice.
there's like a little red
Beta.
thing to the left that would have like removed his Grabinators. I am popping early, sorry.
Ooh. That was close.
そしてパタパタさせてんのかわい
So
い
now
です
he has the
ね。
Grabinators.
We want the Grabinators because there's like one of these flamethrowers up ahead that's like actually really difficult to get past. I did this wrong. No, we're good. So hopefully if I just throw Fritt here. No, it didn't.
You
This,
were
this flamethrower actually just like does everything we don't want it to do. Yeah, so usually if we throw Fritt just the right way over that wall, then the flamethrower will just point straight at him and destroy that bridge instantly, and then he can just move on. But for some reason it decided to like turn back and shoot at me instead. But it didn't lose that much time, so it's still fine.
So on this second half of the level, the idea is that we're supposed to attract these sackbots by pulling these or opening these little sackbot attraction boxes. I forgot their name, but like we don't save any as a sackbot, so it just looks kind of weird. And we can also just use one of them to launch us to a checkpoint that's basically off screen and activate it early.
Yeah, this is another like zigzag level, and we found a couple ways to just like hit triggers through the floor and just spawn like up an extra floor and save a bunch of time. So up here there's another one. I'm gonna throw Fritt over there. Fire's gonna boost him up there. I'm gonna pull this lever to raise the door that he landed on, and that's gonna hit a checkpoint trigger up there. And then we can just spawn up here, get more stuff.
Oh yeah, and do note that you need to just.
Stop.
I'm not gonna go for that. Oh, I should have.
Oh, beans.
You can go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. What?
Yeah, I should have gone for
Alright,
it.
let's pop.
Alright,
Alright.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
What I was saying is
I'm
that
still alive.
normally that wall that Fritt and I stood on is like an actual wall, but I threw a bomb at it and destroyed like half of it, and that's how we were able to do that.
This looks like a disaster, but it's really just because we're all trying different risky things. All that matters is that like one of us makes it through here.
Sorry.
Oh, good. I will die. Okay,
Oh, I hit the wall a bit early.
all good.
With really good movement, you can like b-hop up to the scoreboard in a really cool looking way, but it's surprisingly difficult actually.
Unless you're this guy.
Maybe? Nope.
I'm
Right.
going.
Worked really well.
Yep. Okay, so on this one, there's a really. I dropped my AD.
Well,
Um,
that's fine.
There's a really big skip here, because if you go far away enough in this level, or in most of the levels really, the level behind us will unload. Like all that fire that was flaming down there is just gone now, and we can just fall behind. Thankfully, you only need 2 people here, so I can just pop.
Yeah, I pretty much just flew ahead and hit a trigger to like unload a piece of the level, and then they just ran back and fell through that. And now we get to witness some cool frogs. I think now's probably a good donation time because it's kind of just this for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we have had a $20 donation from Mardok, who says, finally remembered to get in a donation for the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook, and also Chung.
手つないでずっと走ってるのか。
Mardok has decided to increase the bid on the name the team characters in Shin Megami Tensei to Skrungus, Chungus, Fungus, and Among Us.
And one thing you should know, normally you can't fall down where Fritt fell down, but like by having a second player be like grabbing onto them, they can force the person to
Totally.
like stand on top of nothing. It was a really scuffed explanation, but hopefully it worked. Hopefully you get what I meant.
Wrong level. Okay, there we go.
The chat fritt.
うん。ここは俺に任せて先に行け的な。
It's the only level we don't have a skip for, kind of, in this world.
Yeah, pretty much the best you can do in this level is like get as far away from the thing that's chasing you as possible. But beyond that, it's pretty much just an auto-scroller. Oh, why?
If you have any like author messages, that would be still a good time for some actually.
That's fine, thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to let everyone know that there's a couple of incentives and bid wars coming up. So in a couple of runs' time, we're going to be seeing Obscure from Tainted Tally and Ashma, and they currently have a mode selection bid war because the runners simply can't decide which mode they should play. Should they play special mode or should they play normal mode? Well, you get to choose. At the moment, special mode is in the lead with $45. Normal mode is on $2.50. So it would only take a few small donations in order to change that round if you'd like. The other thing I want to let you know as well, we have an incentive for a run coming up later today at around about 6:15 p.m. We're going to be seeing a showcase of Hatsune Miku's Project Diva Megamix Plus. And if you reach the incentive of $1,539, Shifu will perform the intense voice of Hatsune Miku on the extreme difficulty for us. We're at $50 on that one at the moment. It's a little way to go, but we have plenty of time to meet that. It's going to be in around about 11 hours from now. Back to you.
So that was the factor of a better tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, so now we are in the Avalon section, which is full of run killers. Yeah, the next three levels have some like really sort of well, the first one's not that difficult, but the second and third level in this area have like some really difficult skips in them.
This is a very good example of why New Game Plus is the version we run, because this switch trigger would not be something we can use if we were like on New Game, but since we have that, we can use this race gate to fling ourselves to the right, basically to the end of the level.
Yeah, just pausing there to let the camera catch up to me so it doesn't... Oh, right.
Yeah, if he have fell down to the right, we'd have to have restarted the whole level.
I never would have heard the end of it.
Yep.
So this level has something called deloading. For some reason, in certain sections of the game, if you despawn a sack person as they're spawning out of a checkpoint, it can remove the collision around the checkpoint.
乗せてってくれてる。
This level is pretty much just an auto-scroller where we're riding the camel very slowly, but we can use the deload to like
Executing
basically
this thing,
escape the
what was that?
auto-scroller, and yeah, you'll see that coming up.
That is a fantastic looking camel, I must say.
It is very cool. And it's actually an Easter egg that we activated. You can look up yourself if you want to know how to do it. I'm not telling.
Oh, you meanie. It's the Konami code. Do you have time for a quick donation during this auto-scroller?
Sure.
Fantastic, because we've had $10 come in from the Insomnia Discord server, who says, we are witnessing truly godlike gameplay here. You love to see it. Also, hi Fire, we're all watching you in the server.
Alright, so the deload is coming up. Three of us are basically going to pop while Fritt stays in the camel. So we can spawn at this checkpoint. I popped a little early, so I'm going to spawn back. And then I'm basically going to pause the game as Krosso is spawning in. He's going to turn his controller off. We're going to wait out 10 seconds for the PS3 to think like, oh, there's no more player there. Let's despawn his character. And now we can just like sort of escape this checkpoint and closely follow behind the camel for now. We do still need the camel for a little bit. But once we're past that one section, we can end up skipping some stuff because we're, you know, we're free.
はい。一人残してね。降りちゃっ
Just
た
have
け
to
ど。
make sure not to get too close to the camel. Because it will like sort of force us back into the seats, and then we'll just be stuck, and there's not really any backup.
Also, that bomb just literally does nothing.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that normally would interact with the character doesn't, because it just kind of assumes you'll be in the camel. Yeah, so now we're free from the camel. We're just gonna run ahead. There is one more really difficult jump that we have to do. We kind of only get one try usually, but actually we have 3 of us. We get probably 2 tries, 2 good tries. If we miss it, it's no big deal because the backup is actually really funny, but yeah, see how it goes. So we have to do something called a Gustavo fling.
That's not it.
It is literally only called that because it sounds like, oh, that was really close.
Okay.
But yeah,
Hold on.
うー
we're
ん
gonna pass the controller to
どこ
that.
に行ったんだろうな、今な。
Oh, that looked
Oh,
good
yeah,
to switch
yeah.
players.
Nope.
Oops.
Ooh,
Oh,
those-
man.
Those are both really close, but
Yeah.
yeah, unfortunate.
That's
いい感じに投げると抜けられるとかそういう
Like,
感じなんですかね。
without actually getting it. So yeah, basically we just try to fling a player across that massive gap. There's just it's a door that opens once the camel reaches it, and for some reason it doesn't have any collision. So with a very precise jump, we can just get past it and go, that's the wrong layer. There we go.
Yeah, so now
Checkpoint.
now the backup is we have to fight this mini boss, which sadly is like 2 or 3 minutes slower. But the good news is, since we had to run through this level backwards, we ended up having to spawn, like all these checkpoints ended up spawning along the path. That's gonna block the boss, but not the camel. And so we're just gonna kind of close the distance and yeah, and we're just gonna kind of like merge with the boss, I guess. And the camel is really not doing well.
Yeah, I don't think this camel is.
Oh, really? It actually killed us? That's never happened before.
That's never happened.
Like, actually, though.
Yeah, that's a first.
Usually, like, the camel just gets in, like, a worse and worse state until, like, we beat the boss, and then it's just kind of, like, in a lump. That, I mean, we got
That's kind of nice. Though.
we got a camel out of it,
Yeah.
though, yeah. Because usually, yeah, after we kill the boss, usually the camel, like, the legs are all broken, its head is falling off, and it's just, like, kind of lying there dead. And so we have to, like, hold to retry to spawn the new camel anyway. I guess that was fine.
I'm the biggest bird.
Alright. Yeah, that's that level.
Krosso, turn off your controller.
Oh, true.
Good call. Good call.
I'm gonna do this. So there's a way to, when people turn their controller off, there's a way to like instantly despawn them. We didn't do it in the last level for reasons that I'm too tired to explain because it's like 7:30 in the morning. But we're gonna do another deload here.
おー
Just gonna pause there. Fire's gonna turn off her controller. I'm gonna do this like instant despawn thing. Pretty much I just like open a
すごい。
menu. And it just makes them respawn. I don't really know why it works, but it does.
So yeah, we left a bee there for a reason. We're gonna see in a while.
Yeah, so we didn't actually do a deload there to remove collision. We just did it to spawn a B vehicle for later.
An empty B vehicle. Because if you actually get into it and then pop or despawn, it just pops the B as well.
Yeah, and up here we're gonna do an actual deload
あ
for
の
collision
ちっ
purposes.
ちゃい子を連れてってあげるこ
I'm
とで
gonna pause
進め
there,
た
do
のかな
this. It's gonna reload everybody. Hopefully that should work.
Oh, pop.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked. Oh, I stole your B.
Oh,
That's
okay,
fine.
that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know this. It was.
Oh, yeah. So, now we want to fall behind the level a little bit, and for some reason, sackbots don't switch layers automatically, so we use that to our advantage to let Fritt fall down behind the level into the B that we spawned that was empty. And
Yeah, so
now we're out of bounds.
So the first section of the level that we were in got unloaded, so now there are no walls there. So when we got out of bounds, Frick gets into this B that we had spawned, and so now he's just like, he can leave because those walls aren't there anymore.
The eyes poking through the wall were a
一
bit.
体どこまで飛んでいくんだろ
Don't like the eyes much. Now we want to get back inbound, but thankfully that's really easy. We can just activate this checkpoint. And I actually got in without having to pop myself, so that's kind of fast.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. I thought I wouldn't get a B for some reason.
No B for you.
Ah, they're so heavy. Help.
Uh-oh.
Help.
Sorry. I'll come.
Let's go.
Alright,
Yeah, they try to like emulate the fact that one of them got stuck.
One is
That's
stuck.
nice.
That is too bad for that guy.
Poor
Look
guy.
at all his friends escaping.
Yeah.
He just has to watch.
Yeah. Before we found the skip that we did, we actually had to like worry about sackbots getting stuck like that. Because there's a lot of those pipes that require you to like put sackbots into. Because the whole idea of this level was to save them, but we kind of did not save most of them.
Yeah. So now we get an auto scroller, our favorites. So this used to actually be like kind of a boring speed game because it has 4 like really long auto scrollers. But since we
Ah,
started
次も
running
ま
this
た。
together, we've found
あ、
like
これ乗ってるの 8?
for
8の
3
キャ
out
ラ
of
ク
4
ター
of
みたいな感じなんだ
them. This is the one that we haven't found a skip for yet.
めっちゃシューティングしてますけど。
I don't know if there are any donations left to read, but now it'd be great to like get through all of them.
We have no donations in the queue at the moment, but I'm sure they will be coming soon. However, do let me tell you all very quickly about our charity t-shirt that is available. It can be purchased online during the event at speedrun.store. It's got all your favorite runners from the event plastered over the front of it. Unique design is only available during the duration of this event. As I say, it's $22 per t-shirt plus shipping depending on where you live, so it's going to be bit more expensive depending on where you live in the world. But $8 from every sale will be donated directly to Alzheimer Fund. So you get to donate to the charity and you get something as well. What more do you want? Just to let you know, purchases are pre-order. T-shirts will be dispatched approximately 4 weeks after the event concludes. Type !merch in the chat if you would like to order yourself one. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you want to? And I just want to let you all know as well that there is so much love and hype for this run in chat right now. These skips are incredible, and they are all really behind you for this run.
Thank you, guys. You stole this as well?
Oh no, I need to.
Yeah, it's always this one.
No,
Okay.
I need to get a good shot.
No, you missed the bird.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
How did that kill me?
It's not game over.
挟まったりなんだりしてちょっと大変そうな感じが。
We
I'm
actually
typing a
just
message.
lost time in an auto scroller because of that.
Sorry.
Alright, let's get through this section, then I'm gonna get that sticker.
ね、強制横スクロールだし、なんか結構早く移動する感じがあるから。
Can I just say, as
もた
someone
も
who
た
played
してる
Little
と。
Big Planet 1 to like the ends of the earth but never played this, I'm so glad they
あ
brought
あ、違うんですけど、
it.
まあ、誰か一人でも多分言ってれば、なんとかなるんだと思うんで。
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There really isn't much to say about this level.
So like anything we could say about the upcoming levels?
ステッカー
Not
貼る
really, right?
機能がある。
Eh, could mention that.
Oh, you know what we could talk about? So it's actually kind of a miracle that like this run is even happening, because if you're a fan of the game, so I'm from the U.S., Fire's from Finland,
お、
Krosso's from Sweden,
画
Fritt
面
is
の
also
向
from
き
a
が
different part of
画面という
Finland.
かステージの
So
向き
how
が。
could we have all practiced together? Like we played online, of course, but if you're a fan of the series, you might have remembered that like the servers got shut down a couple years ago. Well, there's a dedicated group of fans who basically like rewrote the servers like from scratch and basically made custom servers available if with a little bit of hackery. And so yeah, we basically, you know, been able to keep playing this game online just because of how passionate the fan base for LDP is, which is pretty cool.
Actually, in the same vein of thinking, some of the skips we normally like do online, we had to like learn alternative ways of doing for the offline run, which is actually much faster the versions we do now compared to the ones we do online.
Yeah, deloads, you see us pausing the game when we do deloads, but you can't pause the game when you're playing online. So there are like different ways of doing that involve like either kicking the person you're playing with so that they leave the game, or them leaving and then dying, and then you like sort of, I guess, acknowledging that they're leaving so that they despawn when they're like coming out of a checkpoint. Alright, so here, this boss is basically all just about mashing. And again, like, that's difficult enough when you're playing solo, but when you're playing with more than one person. Sorry, I'm mashing.
Yeah, me and Fire are like backups, because if we shoot, we could accidentally shoot either Rabbit or Fire, or sorry, Fritt.
Okay.
And that would like be really annoying, because he would flip around and they wouldn't shoot straight.
Yeah, so with two people shooting, we have twice as many bullets, and so we can kill that boss pretty quickly as long as we, you know, do that correctly.
Alright, なんかボロボロになってるけど大丈夫なのかな大丈夫だったのかな
So at the beginning of World 5, there is another auto-scroller that we can skip. It does involve doing some difficult
クリアしたからよし
difficult, but
って
it
こ
is
と
like kind of precise, and it involves doing it completely blind. And so I do need silence to listen to like the audio cues and stuff while I do this.
It's gonna count the beats of the music.
Yeah, I basically just listen to the music and
So basically, he's just going to try to escape the auto scroller
Oh, I didn't die, so.
while like staying on top.
今度はちょっと森というか自然な感じの
Can escape from here, and then he's gonna need silence.
馬虫に乗ってるのかな
I think.
yeah, I think I missed it. Oh, well, now I
Part.
don't know how long to count. Well, actually, there is a slight visual cue if I mean, this is sketchy. I'm gonna stop like now,
Yeah.
just to be safe.
So there's a chance that he could have blocked the scoreboard from spawning.
Oh, that's
You-
actually
yeah.
pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, so like the reason that saves time, I mean, I don't want to go in too much into detail of it, but like we're not actually climbing a tree there. It's more like pieces of the tree are spawning and moving down the screen. But if you block those from spawning, it actually speeds up the thing that determines which pieces should be spawning. But if you block them for too long, you also block the scoreboard from spawning. And so that's why counting there is really important, because if I waited up there for too long, then I could have like just soft locked us and we would have had to restart the level completely. So I like messed that up at the beginning. The fact that we still like pulled it together, that was like about as well as it could have gone, I think, having messed up at the start at least.
Yeah, doing a backup there is like crazy impressive. It's probably one of the most difficult things to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this level we also use one of the sticker sensors things to like change how we play this game. Normally you'd get like a grappling hook there and stuff like that, but instead we have creatinators that shoot these bounce pads. And like we can just use them to be a little bit faster, take an alternative route, and do a little skip here by doing that.
Sorry.
So what they're trying to do is shoot a bounce pad at Fritt's feet that launches him up and into the level link. Took a couple of tries, but I think it might have still been faster than if we had tried to like remember how to do it normally.
Possibly.
Gonna try to be real safe here. I guess everyone should at this point.
Yeah.
You can skip a cycle here if you're like good at bouncing off of the fire. Since fire is supposed to like not kill you in one hit. As you could see, Krosso hit a fire but didn't die. But if it's curved, it can like
Whoa.
basically hit you twice.
Where are you
Nice.
going?
Never had that happen before to me.
This is a very short elevator, auto-scroller-ish thing. Like, you can be a little bit faster with it if you like save like a tiny bit of time by like getting on top of it and jumping up from there once it like reaches the top, but there's not much to do.
Hey, we all made it.
That's rare. Yeah, like we can just jump up now instead of waiting for the elevator to actually reach up.
Help. Okay, that's fine.
Here, if you're really fast, you can get between the little mini sackbots and just be a bit faster than you're supposed to be.
That's like one of the examples where only one person does a hard strat. We don't all do it and fail in this time.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So at that section there, I'm actually trying to like, or all of us are trying to do it. We're trying to jump like as we pass in front of the bounce pads, and we can actually get a little hop to cancel like some of our vertical momentum, and so we can get up faster. Oh, so this.
So this is another creatinator level, but
Oh, there he goes.
oh,
Pop, pop,
You
pop.
can pause.
yeah, pause. Nice. Or
Careful of the
can
fire.
you- yeah.
I'm gonna be careful.
Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we get these water cannons that shoot water. You can actually jump off the water pellets.
火を消せて
So
る
if you angle your shots just right and time the jumps just right, you can actually fly using this power up. As you might imagine, that lets us skip some stuff. Krosso and Fritt are both really good at it. I feel like I am not good at it.
I can do it from a
Fire can
run.
do it. Fire can go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can do it from a run start, but I'm terrible at like my standing still position.
This was found pretty recently, or well, at least implemented into the run pretty recently, so we don't have too many like very specific strats for it. So a lot of these and this next level just end up looking like we're just
Although
trying to fly wherever we want.
Krosso has an IL where he literally flies over the entire level and just lands on the scoreboard. Oh, Fritt's got it? Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Be safe.
Yeah, so this skips some stuff.
Do what you feel like if you're gonna go safe or...
I would say
leaving
go
it.
safe, go safe.
If you wanna be risky, you can skip a sword cutscene here, but for marathon reasons, let's not.
Yeah. Yeah, we could skip this little dialogue there. If you fly up high enough, just land on the scoreboard. Yeah, good job.
Yeah, Citadel Higginbotham also has the same
Yeah, same power up.
Alienator. Also in this level, you could technically just go left and like run around the entire level, but that's not realistic for a full game run, like at all. So instead we just try to fly over as much as the cutscenes and things as we can.
Oops. Forgot where those enemies spawned.
ね、確かに、そう、誰かがやられちゃったとしても、
Kind of scary.
最後にね、一人はたどり着くから。道中もそうですよ。結構サクサク進んでいきます
The
ね。
hitboxes on the enemies are actually like much smaller than you would think, and so they can be kind of hard to hit with the water.
And also with there being 4 of us, you don't have like a camera for yourself, so you can't like really see what's going on at times.
Luckily we have 4 people to shoot the fire. Can be kind of difficult in solo to like extinguish the fire quick enough. We don't have the right angle.
Alright, so we got a mini boss coming up. We can skip it. I mean, well, maybe.
Let's hope.
But we'll try to skip it, but it's, you know, requires more of the water flying, which is...
Oh, can you do it?
Oh, I
あ
can
新作も
No, I didn't
出
make
てい
it.
るんですけど、
Yeah.
その
Uh,
作品の中では国に打てるのではないと。
this is not good.
でもまだ
Yeah,
シ
what
リー
you're
ズ
supposed to
続
do
いて
is
るっ
like
て
shoot
ことです
water
よ
into
ね
this。thing's mouth. Just get you
す
guys.
ごい。
Oh, this is
Oh my
not
god.
Wow.
なんか大きい
Oh,
の
oh,
が
oh, oh, oh.
alright.
Okay, we're good, we're good.
出てきたけど、
If we
そう
run,
か
if we
な。
run out of lives, we have to like replay the whole level.
Yeah. We were trying to water jump over the boss, but we
Yeah,
all failed.
almost made it, but... Just gonna die here. I'm just also gonna die here. We all spawn at the scoreboard. Nice. So we got another boss fight coming up. So this boss has like little pieces of it that spawn in from corners of the arena. They only spawn in from 4 locations, so actually we can just block those from spawning entirely just by positioning ourselves against the wall in the right spot. So this is gonna be a pretty
わちゃわちゃできるお友達は、まあ、
I think we can do
別でとい
well,
う。
we can
一
try.
人でもね、遊べるみたいなので。
No.
Nope. Let me try again.
uh,
Ah, yeah. You can squeeze past that enemy instead of killing it.
yeah,
Like that.
okay. So yeah, here's the boss fight coming up. Again, we kind of just block it from spawning in for the most part beyond this cutscene. So if you want to read donations or something, that might be a good time.
Would love to, because we have had a $250 donation coming from Justin Brown, who says, I've been watching ESA events for about 5 years now and never donated until now. I don't have a ton of money, but I want to support all the runners, commentators, and everyone involved with this amazing event. Thank you so much for that generous donation. That one's going towards the Jedi Knight Jedi Academy any percent run, the language choice of French. C'est français.
Important sticker.
Important.
There's a little bit of time.
Definitely. All right, so after this cutscene skip, we're on to the last.
Cutscene
Whoa.
skip?
Yeah, I mean, skip the cutscene.
True.
Oh, so in practice, we've been crashing here pretty consistently.
Don't forget the this menu pause.
Yeah.
お、新作は Steam でも配信しているということで、
Yeah.
手に取りやすい。
Yeah.
いいですね。
Yep, that's a crash.
Yeah. So we'll need a second to like reset up, but it shouldn't take too long.
No.
Yeah.
Gotta love the PS3. Hey, well, while you are getting reset, let me remind everyone that we are raising money for Alzheimer Fund, and they are the national Swedish fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. And Alzheimer Fund's aim and purpose is to increase fundraising to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's disease altogether. Your donations really do go a very long way to helping us find a cure for Alzheimer's. If you didn't know, yearly, Alzheimer Fund and Science Council and Board of Directors grant scientists, researchers, and projects around $3 million. With your help, though, even more projects can be funded, and that is a startup sound I have not heard in a very long time. As beautiful as it is. Don't forget, we have some amazing prizes available during this event. You can win yourself for a $250 minimum donation a custom PS5. Unfortunately, you can't play. Well, I suppose you could play some of these amazing games on certain PlayStation services, but you can definitely play even more amazing modern games. Now, these minimum donations, by the way, don't have to be in a single one. You can do them in multiple ones. So you could do a single $250 donation, maybe two $125 donations, or four $75 donations. However you want to do it. Meet that minimum, you'll be eligible to win that prize. We also have a Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch for a minimum of $250, and a DualSense Edge PS5 controller for a minimum donation of $100. You can find details on all the prizes available throughout this event on prizes.esamarathon.com. How are we doing on the reload?
Almost there.
Yep.
Are your
I am,
controllers on?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
we're all good.
By the way, for timing the actual speedrun, we do not count crashes, like we cut them out. Normally we'd pause the timer, but
Yeah, it's
we just let
actually
it cut.
it's really difficult actually to
ギビッツビッグアドベンチャーという名前で出ているみたいですね。
Yeah.
or in multiplayer rather.
Stop breaking the
Hey,
game
Yes,
there.
brother. Oh yeah, please menu pause.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Normally you're not allowed to pause as soon as you spawn into the level, but if you like briefly open the menu, the PS, what is it called? XMB menu?
XMB?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
If you open that briefly, you can pause as soon as you can, and we can do the deload thingy, where we get the collision off of things. But yeah, how it white works, I think, is like when you open the try to connect online, but can't do it. It preloads us in. So instead of despawning us like we normally would have, we instead
自分からまた
It's
ま
surprisingly
た
hard
違
to
うところ
play
に
and
来ましたけれど
explore something at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, I would know. My marathon runs are always bad when I do it solo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we call a banana jump. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just gonna tell you that we
宇
call
宙かな後ろに
looks looks like
それっ
banana.
ぽい背景
That's so rude.
は
You, cross,
Yeah, it
just like
doesn't
my
matter.
marathon runs have been so bad. You're like, yeah.
I told you, I'm not very good at explaining things, so I'm not gonna.
I like your marathon runs, Krosso.
Thank you. That warms my heart. Yeah, let's try the swing thing.
Oh yeah. This level has low gravity, in case you haven't noticed. We found another thing like 24 hours ago. Don't hit the lever. Oh, that's me. Oh, I've like never last in that chain. Oops. Well, we could have skipped pulling that lever and that cutscene and stuff, if I was paying any attention.
Don't get crushed. Didn't activate the last checkpoint, by the way, so.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
出た。
Can you make it?
Nah. That's
Yellow gravity looks really funky, but it's really not too much different from like normal platforming in this game. You're just a lot more floatier than you already normally are.
Look how one of the complaints about like LBP's platforming is that it's
う
too
わ、ここ
floaty.
難しそう。
The second game, they're just like, but what if
多分壁のビリビリしてるとこに当たっちゃダメなんだと思うんですけど。
Not good. Oh, jump.
Oops. I was trying to do a jump to get extra height like what Krosso did there.
Oh, I almost got crushed by the Wincy there. We don't actually need all four of us here, so I'm gonna get
I think you and
Here,
Fritt,
yeah.
yeah, and I'll just be back up.
yeah.
So once again, we want the person in the front to have as much camera as possible, so they can actually see what cycle we're on.
電気と磁石のステージとかですかね。本当か？
This is one of those levels that we like feel like should definitely have a skip, and we just haven't found anything
Yeah.
substantial.
If anyone wants to experiment, feel free to.
There are ways to get out of bounds, but it's sadly you can't like get into the levels somewhere where we want to.
This level has a lot of co-op craziness in it. Hopefully it goes well. Not really any big skips, just like sort of a lot of stuff chained together that we try to do.
Got the pop, sorry.
First we're gonna try to do,
Nope.
or a little
Right.
close, yeah.
A ghost fling?
Yeah,
Yep.
gust fling to get over a trigger there, which starts like sort of a chase sequence. We're just gonna skip that entirely. Gonna throw Krosso, he's gonna bunny hop through there, we're gonna die, he's gonna spawn us up here. That chase sequence ends in like a mini boss fight.
Oh, sorry, I
That's
shouldn't have
too
grabbed.
many.
So we're just gonna... so since we're not chasing that Sackbot anymore, we gotta use a replacement to continue on with the level, and that replacement happened to be Krosso. So we started a mini boss fight with Krosso, which we then promptly skipped. I'm gonna die. Nice. Oh,
Ah!
momentum.
I'm not used to the one being thrown there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Quad dive. Oh,
Here, those spikes can kill you. We got lucky.
Nice.
Like, for whatever reason, the spikes on that enemy do not, like, lose collision slash despawn like I think they're supposed to.
Yeah, when you kill that enemy, they kind of just fly off and usually kill you.
They were popping because there's a level link coming up, and the animation for them is, like, depends on how many layers we have.
And the next part, I'm gonna be honest, we just like don't have a route.
Yeah, it's a spray and pray strategy. I cannot speak.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we get this rabbit vehicle, which is just like really hard to control, and we kind of just do our best. All right, that's not my best.
大きいウサギみたいなやつが乗っている
We bounce off each
けど、
other and we just get like these massive speed boosts.
Also, you can hold like pressing R1 does a slam attack like that, like fritt just did, and like you can hold X and R1 at the same time and like chain jumps and slam attacks to like get a lot of speed if you're good at it, or lucky, or both. Probably both.
なんか急にとか言うようになりましたけど、すごい大丈夫なのか。
Where am I?
Get stuck on each other because you can jump off of each other, you can jump off of walls, you can.
Something.
I'm alive. Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, that was something.
That was.
キャラはね、とか見た目はとても可愛いんですけど、トラップが全然容赦のない感じになってますね。
Wanna go left instead of right? Wow. And also one of the levels where we kind of let RBD do his thing, because once again the grappling hooks tend to like catch on to other players when we don't want that. Oh yeah, in this level we have these little white sackbots with us with these beam attacks. And like, they are the only things that can kill these minis or whatever they're called. Like, we cannot kill that thing that's on the ground. We gotta wait for the sackbots to do it, and the sackbots AI is not the best, to be honest. So a lot of this level is just like, I'm going left by the way, is like managing the sackbots. Like here we have to like drag them with us, make sure they actually follow us and not fall down like one of them did.
Yeah, sometimes they'll just jump into pits or despawn for no reason, or just like not want to follow. So we have to be really careful about like how we do things. I'm gonna try to get some momentum here when this door opens by grappling off the lever.
ちょっとね、進むスピードが速くても目で追っかけるのが精一杯になってしまっていた。
Yeah, this is not exactly an auto-scroller, but it might as well be. Just scroll down on this elevator until we reach a mini, pop it open by hitting its like bubble brain thingies.
Yeah, I'm just gotta hope the sackbots kill them fast. Sometimes they're like really slow for no reason. That's not too bad.
Nope, I cannot pop because oh no, you
We
have-
got one.
We got one. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pay attention. That's good. That's you guys saw that.
Sometimes the sackbots follow the person like furthest behind, and then it ends up like soft locking here.
Nope.
But all we need is one guy to kill this enemy.
It's
ドローンボニュームと違ってふわふわしてる。確かになんかジャンプした時にふわーって動いてるから、多分操作のはそんなに難しくないんですけど、その動きに慣れるまでに少しいう感じなんですかね。
Now we gotta climb this
え
robot.
ー、なんかすごいのが。
Oh, good try. Fritt was trying to skip some cycles there.
すごい。敵が、
Do, like,
敵かなボスかな巨大。
I have no idea where I am.
You're probably doing fine. Yeah.
We're gonna attempt to do a skip here. Alright, I guess we're just gonna attempt until we get it. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait a little bit.
Yeah, like normally you're supposed to go to the left and pull the lever to open that guy's brain, but we can just jump to the scoreboard and not save Avalon. Avalon's
Hit her
just
off.
forever in the clutches
fair
of the
enough.
Oh, yeah.
robot now.
Off controllers. So here we gotta do more deload stuff. So Fritt and Krosso are gonna despawn before we start this level. So this is the last auto scroller. Basically we're gonna spawn an extra bee that falls out of bounds. Fire's gonna despawn. I'm gonna pop, and that's gonna put me in the bee that fell out of bounds. So now I'm gonna do more blind stuff. Thankfully, this blind movement is much easier than the caterpillar level. So I pretty much just hold a certain direction until I see something happen on screen, and then I switch the
これ
direction.
は一体急にドットになりましたし、みんなどこ
So coming up, the visual cue
みんなどこ
around here. So now I'm holding a different direction, and then I should just zoom us straight ahead to the second half of the auto scroller, hopefully. Maybe? Yeah, okay. Now we can skip the second half as well.
On me? Yeah, on me.
Yeah, if you activate the controllers in the wrong order, they'll switch names / characters.
いた。
Here. Crosso's gonna turn his controller off. We're gonna do this thing again. I'm gonna pop once again. Spawn in the bee that fell out of bounds once again. Fritt's gonna pop. We actually need 2 people out of bounds here. We're gonna zoom ahead. We're actually underneath like the auto-scrolling section now. So we can just like fly ahead. There's actually a little zone up ahead where Fritt will lose his bee, which we kind of need to happen to activate the scoreboard, yeah. So I'm gonna fly up here, I'm gonna pop. Fritt's gonna get into my bee. That's gonna allow him to activate the scoreboard. Then he can just fly to the scoreboard, which is right here. That's
なんかわかんないけど、
wait,
なんかわかんないけど、とりあえずコールしてる。
that's also like a relatively new way of doing that because we have only ever done that online. Your controller on?
Oh,
Oh.
I don't wanna play. I'm gonna switch over the
Yeah, you
right
switch.
person.
Yep.
Let's-
Gotta get the names right.
Yeah.
ああ。また大きいのが、うわーすごい。
This is the last boss, actually. It's a fairly basic thing. Pop all the little brain bubbles. There you go. And
Yeah.
go to the next section and pop all the brain bubbles again.
Yeah, that first section you're supposed to like go back and forth and like roll underneath the boss and stuff, but when they're, you know, 2 or more people, you can just like camp on each half of the boss and just get the bubbles as they spawn. So this section, yeah, I don't know. This section is more or less intended. We can kind of get to the bubble early if we use the grappling hook just right.
Oh, that's
The bubble is the boss's health.
Yeah. Usually you have to wait for that rocket to come by and like make the boss close its mouth. But we can get it a little bit early if we just get up on top of the boss quickly. The I'm gonna wait up here for the rocket, then I can just jump and get the bubble instantly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the first bubble is like always present, but the second and third, is there a fourth one also? I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 4.
Yeah. Those ones will like only spawn once the little rocket like shoots this guy in the mouth.
Like, you see
Like
them
it'll
mix-
spawn.
yeah.
Now is was like nowhere. I'm just burning through our lives. I'm
この
sorry.
左のやつに食べられないよう
Really
にしてるの
during
かな。
game, whenever we get to this point, it's like running out of lives.
Oh, I don't
Alright,
know
play
what I'm
safe, play
grabbing.
safe, play safe.
Sorry, that's not great. Not
Yeah,
at all.
we're out of life. I think that's the last one, though.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's fine that I died there. So we can go to the next section. So this section also has a little bit of a time save.
うん。と言いつつ結構食べられてたような気がするんですけど。
We can hit the bubbles on top of it. We can use some bounce. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Well, that was almost a disaster. We use these bounce pads to launch 2 players up and get 2 free hits immediately instead of having to wait through.
何時間的にはちょっとラスボスっぽいっていうかね、その
cycles.
この画面見てても凄さがラスボスっぽいというか、そんな感じはします
Yeah,
ね。
each phase gets faster,
Yeah.
so getting those 2 hits actually.
もしかしてそこ、ほぼほぼアンチなところでいらっしゃ
So
る
intended way we would have like this section like 4 times or something, I think. Maybe
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
みんなで一緒にジャンプしてま
One
す
can
けど。
actually throw fire across, and she can hit both bubbles. And that's just a 4 cycle boss fight in 1 cycle. Saves a lot of time doing that. And then time's coming up, so that's the final hit on the boss once we spawn on the scoreboard. That's
Oh,
time.
that was
a little
early.
early.
Oh!
Yeah.
Whatever.
タイマーが止まったぞ
Correct me if I'm
ー。
wrong, but unless there's a run awaiting verification,
やっぱり最後のが、
world record.
紫のやつがラスボスだったのかな
Probably not.
という感じです。
So
GG です。
ways to run the game. Some people have like
記
slim
録が1時間22分18秒ということに
versions of
なりました。
load times are like crazy different. So
可愛いのとスタイリッシュだとね、
without loads,
どっちもある素敵なゲームでしたね。
it's like 3 minutes at least saved just from having less loads with people being online and stuff. So yeah, that was a really good run, but
That's really good.
yeah, it's RTA record, I guess technically, but
I mean,
it's
we did
definitely not.
crash also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
oh,
we didn't
that's
pause for
true.
the crash.
Oh,
Yeah, don't forget you had the crash as well.
We
Oh.
gotta cut
I think
out
it's
the
going to be
crash,
very
no, but we
close.
missed the gust fling.
That's
There's no
true.
way.
No way that would
Like-
be then.
We missed that, but we did like everything else.
このゲーム1人から4人まで
I
い
guess
けるみたいなので、
That's so good.
that was
We
really
really
good.
gotta time this one then, huh? Oops.
I'm sure you can update us afterwards, right?
Yeah,
That
probably.
was
こんな感じでわちゃわちゃ遊ぶのもすごい楽しそうですね。
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You
know,
wanna
you-
shout out some people, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
I wanna thank everyone in the speedrun community for, supporting us. Everyone here watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also follow us on LVP Speedruns Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. We have the Discord channel. Is like you can find that from the
あ、かわいい。
speedrun page, I believe,
これ
and
本当にいろんなコスチュームが。
guides on YouTube that go like way in depth with like all this kind of movement tech. Like we didn't talk about like left corner jumps or right corner jumps or any of that because we just don't really use them in this run. Like there are some really
他の
cool things.
選択肢、ビットオーの他の選択肢だったコスチュームをもしかして見せてくれてるんでしょうか、これ。カニすごいな。
I'd like to shout out Plyo Jumper and batting player 10 for this run.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I
Thank
guess
you guys.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all very much. That was an absolutely phenomenal run. Please do keep us updated if you retime it without that crash,
Sure.
because the chat seems to think it might be, and we are all going to want to know. But that was an absolutely masterful
カニ
display.
カニというコスチュームを選ぶ選択肢もあったみたいで。
Meanwhile, we're going to get ready for our next run here.
FF7 のとこはなんか公式からこう DLC みたいな感じで 言ってたやつらしいんですけど、自作もできるというふうにチャット書いてくださってるので、ぜひ。ちょっとね、PS3 だから手に入るのはあれかもしれないんですけど、興味がある方はチェックしてみてください。ということで、ただいまのゲームはリトルビッグプラネット2、カテゴリーが Any% ニューゲームプラスでした。では続いてのゲームの準備をしてまいりますので、少々お待ちください。